Friends, welcome. Today, computers, information technology, medical science, engineering, management, political science, pharmacy, and whatnot. All professionals in the world have a great role in making India and making the world. We in the past had discussed about the role of engineers in making India or Bharat. We had discussed about role of professionals in general, but today we are wanting to discuss role of computer IT, which have become part of every profession in existence, and the professionals from medical, engineering, agriculture, politics, social sciences, life sciences, etc., as the leaders who should be making the world or who should be leading the world to become a better and happier place. Our world today suffers from various problems, right? And we need to find a solution. Therefore, we'll discuss this under topics like objective of our talk, Bharat or the modern world, role of technology, globalization, problems of modern world, solutions to the problems, what Bharat can, or India can do, and how making India will help, and how it will make world a happier place to live. To begin with, let us discuss the introduction part of it. We will look at it from the point of view of world. World has grown from the good old Stone Age when man lived like in the hills and the stones. Then Middle Ages, Industrial Ages, modern times, which is long enough from whole Kali Yuga is covered more or less under modern times, and then Bharat with its ancient philosophy and values of life. The parameters which will be defining various age, etc., are their creative works, their development stages, their discoveries, and their records of wisdom. And our objective today is to how to use technology for various growth elements. Friends, some time back we had discussed about role of computers and IT in making world a livable place. Indian wisdom acting as the tool of making the world. Today our objective is to look at technology, how it has affected the modern world, and what Indian wisdom can do for making the world a happier place, specifically computers which have provided a tool for doing unlimited creative activity, and information technology which has brought everyone together by using communication and computers, and how world can take advantage of these to make the world a happier place. Mobile phones are consequence of these developments in computers and IT, and how these can be used. First, we must understand why are we discussing it. Today's world, not only from today but specifically after the industrial and development, has been ruled by scientific temperament. The values which defines transparency, repeatability, creating things which can be tested and verified. But unfortunately, all this has led to stress on materialism, success, which has created its own problems. And globalization, which is a consequence of the growth of science and technology, also has created certain problems. Therefore, we need to look at the advantages and disadvantages, fruits and evils of scientific and industrial world and globalization, and find a solution to our world. Information communication technology, which includes basically the computers and IT world, is providing us tools for creating newer and newer solutions for governance, education, healthcare, social activities like films. Every individual can produce a homemade film or a song or a dance. That means the creativity can be exhibited by the individual within the confines of the home, which itself is a great tool. But the consequent jealousies, the problems of fear from each other still lingers in the human heart, and therefore the globalization, while bringing the world together, making it a village, has become a tool of making world suffer by various problems, right, like terrorism, evil, fundamentalism, etc. Therefore, the consequences of the science and energy leading to science and understanding leading to globalization has reduced distance, provided exposure to known and unknown, brought people together with various diverse cultures and social activities, but have threatened the life systems, traditional and modern both, which are leading to conflicts and to the evils like terrorism, fundamentalism, and whatnot. Today's world, if you look at it, Corona is just an example which has happened. Corona is making the world sit close. Even the science is not able to fully find a solution to all the problems of Corona, and the most developed nations are the most affected ones. Therefore, stress on success and competition has created problems for the world. Inequality due to material and social growth among the various nations and communities have further enhanced these inequalities. And this is leading the division through social, cultural, economic, and other lines, which has become a cause of social and cultural stress in the world today, and individual is the victim. Values are getting totally distorted and broken, and we need to recreate the world using science and spirituality with values which can provide a happy world. Therefore, solution to the problems of the modern world, including the ailments like problems like pandemic, corona, are to understand the role of technology and how to use it, to understand the sense of life requirement. What is happiness, what is joy, and what can make life sustain, and rediscover the true values of existence. Using Indian philosophy, we can create a bridge by which we can provide a path for happy existence. Having talked about Indian values, let us look at what all various aspects are of the Indian value. The essence of Bharatiya or Indian wisdom can be defined as Vasundhara Kutumbam. The whole world is one family. That means Indian philosophy tells everyone we are all one, and we should not distinguish on caste, color, creed, etc. All religions are equal, or Sarv Dharm Samagam, which means one God, source of all religions, all incarnations, all gurus in the world who established various religious forms, and this can be used as a bridge for creating a unity in the minds of the people, which is today divided on the lines of religion and communities and whatnot. Fundamental Atma as a reflection of Paramatma, or one God and inside every human being, and hence all human beings are aspects of that Creator. This synergy in science and spirituality given by Vedas and yogic philosophy, which can be understood by understanding the theory of origin, the creation, the evolution, and the religion, etc. And if taught to the world can become a happier and better place. Towards this, if you look at the world as such, right, the Indian philosophy shows that what science says world has evolution, or world or existence has evolved from Big Bang. What is Big Bang? Explosion of energy at one place, right, which expanded thereafter. Indian philosophy says world before explosion or before Big Bang was in a state of silence known as Yoga Nidra, which is the state of Sadashiva, and when he got a desire, it transformed into Shiva and Shakti, and when they separated, it caused a sound and light which is seen by the world as Big Bang and Indian philosophy as Om on that. This expanded into the what's called Brahmand, and the life evolved first as a waterborne life in the fish form, which can be seen from the tree of life in the science also. It evolved into the next form, which was like your kurma or the tortoise, and then it went into the further forms, like it became human and animals, land animals, and finally in Indian philosophy we talk of the man animal combination known as nursing avatar, and then human being, and then evolution of human being into current form seen by the religion as Ram, Krishna, Buddha, Mahavir, and Khalki, etc., and by science as seen as the evolution in the capabilities of human cognitive system to understand the known and unknown. These aspects can be best understood by understanding the source of life, which is the carbon element, because according to science, whole living world is made of carbon. Carbon has a nucleus which is neutral and 4 electrons. How these electrons can be correlated with swastik, which is the base of the Indian philosophy, can be correlated with the movement of arms and swastik. If we straighten the swastik two legs into one and stretch upwards, what you get is the cross. Therefore, there is a correlation between the swastik and the cross. And if we go further, take a photograph of carbon element through electron microscope, see it from top and bottom, we'll find swastik and Om, and if we see from left and right, we'll find alpha and omega. If you go back now, this is science. If we go back into the philosophy, swastik and Om are reflections of Sri Ganesha, which is the beginning of existence or life on earth, and alpha and omega are words of Sri Christ, which is again representing the beginning and end of everything. Therefore, Ganesha and Christ, both born by mother only, no father, right, have a unity which can be used for unity of religions, which can be used for unity in science and spirituality. And this, the computer, the IT, the other professionals can show. And in this, the medical professionals, the life science professionals have a lot to contribute. This is by showing that human element can be seen as energy or paramchetan, which can be represented. This is a philosophical representation of creator as Virata and human being as SY or Sahaj and paramchetan as a unifying aspect of it. And Kundalini instrument, which is basically the autonomous nervous system. The left side, the left sympathetic nervous system, right side, the right sympathetic nervous system, and in the middle, the parasympathetic nervous system is basically nothing but a yogic philosophy, Ida, Pingala, and Susamna respectively. And the circles which are shown, the rounds which are shown as plexuses, bottommost Muladhara place of Sri Ganesha, then Kundalini, the divine energy, then Swadhisthana, the Nabhi, the Anhat, the Vishuddhi, the Agga, and Sestra. If these are correlated through the anatomy into the various functional units of the body and also correlated with various aspects of the philosophy, we can create a bridge between science and philosophy to make the world one. Therefore, the role of computer, IT, medical, agriculture, life sciences, political, social, all other professionals is to assess and analyze the value system and the needs of the society, bring them together by creating various models for governance, organization, etc., and provide platform to everybody to understand, discuss, and talk, and to act as role models for ideal values and cooperate with the world or with each other to create a unified world. In this, as we have shown from example of Sri Ganesha, with correlation with carbon element and with the Sri Christ, Indian values can be used for bringing unity in science and spirituality, in religions, in race, in nature and existence, and identify new areas, enlightened management, enlightened medical science, enlightened life sciences, enlightened information systems, etc. on that, and use all these for creating a unified world known as the Vasundhara Kutumbam. Therefore, we must understand that civilizations are born to serve the cause of evolution. Every age has its good and bad and its place, and modern times Indians have a very specific role to play so that the diversity can be united by creating unity in diversity and bringing professional values into world existence. Therefore, Indian engineers using Bharatiya philosophy, Indian scientists, Indian professionals by using the Indian philosophy and science can create a unified global world known as Vasundhara Kutumbam, or we all are part of one family. This is Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai United World, make world one. God bless all. Thank you very much.